Hello everybody, I am Depressed Daily, and this is my Dapper Vloggicus. Today we're going to talk about something I absolutely had fun with over the weekend to start with. I was at Tampa Bay Comic-Con for Saturday. For a good portion of the day, it was pretty fun. I'm gonna, if you don't mind me, I'm a little parched. I'm gonna go on ahead and pop this delicious Mountain Dew Liberty Brew open. See, look at that, see? Liberty Brew, 50 flavors in one. Liberty! Freedom to get diabetes. That is what I am free to be. Diabetic. Okay. Anyways, Tampa Bay Comic-Con was pretty rad. It was my first year going. Notable guests were Gray Delisle. For those of you who don't know, pretty much voices every female character from your childhood or mine. Kevin Conroy was there. Creed, the guy from The Office. He plays Creed on The Office because his name is Creed. Carol Spinney, Big Bird. Kyle Hebert, guy who voices Kakyoin in the English dub of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He's pretty cool. Pretty interesting guest turnout. I really wanted to meet more of them, but, you know, it kind of bad lines over there. The vendor area is pretty big, and for those of you who followed me on Twitter, you probably saw a good number of the photos I uploaded. If not, I would highly advise you go and check out my Twitter. I'll leave a link in the description below, like I always do. Please go check it out and take a look back at the feed. It was from a few days ago. I will also say it was fun to be Joseph Joestar again. It's always a pleasure. I actually got to almost complete the costume. Still haven't gotten the boots yet. But we'll get to them. Don't you worry. Come next convention, hopefully I'll actually have them. Let's go on to the main event today. So, violence in video games has now come up yet again, thanks to two shootings that occurred over the last couple days. It's really something that violence in video games has to become a topic yet again. I don't know how many people actually have thought, man, Grand Theft Auto is so cool, I wish that could be like real life. Or, man, Doom is so cool, I wish that could be like real life. I can't think of how many people would have actually thought that and gone so far out of their way to make those kind of games realistic. It's more of a mental thing, I feel like, that people would be disturbed. They'd be mentally disturbed, so to speak, to have to do these sorts of atrocities. It's pretty terrible, too. And the fact that video games come under fire, you know, a form of entertainment and media that a lot of people use to relax in their downtime, would come under fire for somebody else's actions because they clearly are not well. Look, I don't usually touch on these kind of subjects, but I'll keep it simple because this argument's been made so many times. Video games are not the problem. People are the problem. Nobody has ever had homicidal thoughts after playing any kind of violent video game like Call of Duty. Like, man, I really want to go to war and I want to shoot people. It's not like that. I can almost guarantee you, nobody in their right mind would ever think that. That stems from other issues in your life, and far be it from me to say you need help, but seek help if you ever think like that. That being said, Trump making an ass of himself about the whole video game debacle is really funny to me. I don't know, I can't get enough of it. It's great. You know, I said the shooting thing was going to be the main event, but really I don't like to get political on this channel. Y'all know that. I just tell it how it is, and I'm sure everybody else agrees, because I don't speak for the people, I just speak with them. That's really it. One other thing I could think to talk about right now is the fact that there's this new Smash Brothers character from Dragon Quest y'all might be familiar with. I haven't played many of the Dragon Quest games, but the hero is pretty fun, I've got to say. A lot of people are booty bothered by the fact they're a little bit anally ass blasted, if you will, about the fact that he's got like this randomness gimmick going on with his down B, and they think it's not going to be like competitive viable, or it's going to be broken as shit. And so, you know, obviously he's going to be like one of those tourney band characters. It's neither here nor there, I feel like. To me, I think it's an interesting little gimmick that they put on his kit, which is already fun on its own. And when I play him, I hardly even use it, I'll be honest. It's more of a gamble than anything. Because I feel like you put yourself at risk way too much standing still and using it. But what really gets me is that they think, man, randomness is like one of those things you can't really rely on, you know, in a game. You can't do that in in like a competitive fighting game community sort of thing. You can't do that in like a tourney. You can't rely on that sort of thing. That's cheap. That's unreliable and just not good, or it's too good sometimes because, you know, luck. You got lucky. You got really lucky. Oh, you got really unlucky. No, but see, we've had Mr. Game & Watch since Melee, and he's had his side be the same since then, and that's all random. I mean, I'm just saying, if we're not going to call out Mr. Game & Watch for it, then you know what? Maybe I should just stay out of the Evo community. I'm not good at fighting games. But nonetheless, the hero is a very fun character. I'm actually looking forward to messing around with him a bit more on Smash. Other than that, I really don't have much to say on this Dapper vlog, because this is more checking in. I didn't really have any fancy gimmicks today to introduce, as you might have noticed. So oh, this has 2 hats on it. I didn't even notice that. For the record, my girlfriend got these at the dollar store a long ass time ago, and they were for my birthday. And they've just been sitting in my bedroom, like right on top of my bed for no discernible reason. These have lasted for over half a year. I am impressed. Anyways, that's all I got today. Y'all have a great day, a great weekend. It's not even the weekend yet, but I hope your weekend will be great. Toodaloo.